Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to have a look at my plant collection, if you want to call it that. The thing is that I'm cleaning out my orchid corner right now, which isn't anymore really like an orchid corner, more like a general plant corner, because I don't really have that many orchids anymore, but you'll see how many are still left. So today I'm going to show you the best and the worst of my plants. The best are going to return into my plant corner and the worst are going into the trash because I don't want to hassle with them anymore. But yeah, you will see what I mean. So everything you can see on the screen right now is the best I have to offer, and let's just go quickly over them so I can bring them back to their place as soon as possible. So of course I will show you pictures of blooms if I have some, and here we got a generic Zygopetalum hybrid, and as you can see it doesn't look necessarily that good, but it's fine, it just needs some more water, and as you can see it has 1, 2, 3 new growths, so everything fine there. So next up we have this no ID Cambria, I guess, from the flower shop, and as you can see it has quite a few new growths and needs some more water, I guess. And I don't really have a picture in my head of what the flowers look like, so I really cannot show you any picture right now, but this one looks quite good, I guess. Here I got a no ID Phalaenopsis, and this Phalaenopsis actually was potted with another Phalaenopsis in one pot, and I got it from the Schwerter Orchid Nursery. And when they have Phalaenopsis which lose their blooms, they just sell them for $2.50, I guess. It's very cheap, and I got that pot because it had 2 orchids in it, and well, it looks quite nice, but I still don't know how the flowers look like. I hope it puts flowers out soon, but instead of flowers you can see it gets keikis. I mean, why not? But yeah, the plant is quite happy and nothing more to say about that. Then we have a dancing lady, and it's actually very pretty. It has some nice yellow brownish flowers if I recall correctly, and this one looks a little bit on the drier side, but it just needs some more water and it's putting out new growths, so it can't be that bad, can it? Next up we have a Renathara monachica, and the thing is that I got this one from the Schwerter Orchid Nursery and I showed it to you in an unboxing video like a year ago. I actually got 2 plants in one pot, and one plant doesn't look all that good, it only has 2 leaves left, but the other plant looks quite nice and is actively growing, so everything fine there. But just as any other plant in my collection, it needs a little bit more water. It's kind of a, well, on the drier side. Next up we got this generic flower shop Cattleya, and it actually was connected once. I think it goes like this. It was very big, and I separated them and put them in separate pots, and as the other orchids too, or plants, they need much more moisture. And the thing is that this one here doesn't really do all that good because the new growths always, I don't know, get brown, fade away, and don't feel very happy. This one, however, is growing and growing. However, it didn't put out new flowers for me yet, and it's an orange one, if I think correctly, but I don't know if I have any footage of it, so yeah, maybe no picture for you this time. Then we have a no ID Cambria number 2. I can't really say anything more about it. And then we have this Epicatleya Mary Green, and the thing is that it doesn't look that nice either. I mean, it has thrips, or it had thrips, but I got rid of them like, I don't know, a month ago or so. Only thing I can say is it needs water. I mean, it needs so much water, like the other plants too. As you can see, the leaves already are very floppy and don't look all that good, but it gets a new growth, so I think this one is easily savable, but we'll see about that. Next we bring to the stage this Psychopsis mariposa twins, and it actually gets wet flowers instead of those yellow flowers you know from an Psychopsis. It's such a hard word to pronounce for me. And as you can see, it puts out a new leaf right now, but it doesn't do anything special right now because it's quite new, I guess. I got it in my unboxing video from the Schwerter Nursery. Oh, so that's about a year ago, so not that new, but it doesn't really grow that much, and well, it doesn't do anything really, so I hope it does anything in the future because I want those flowers. Next up we have a silver pothos, or I guess that's the English name at least, and as you can see it doesn't really look all that good. It's very laggy and not very great. That's because I kept her in a place where there's not enough sunlight for it, but I will change that, so in the future I will have lush foliage. Yes! Next up we have a generic snake plant, and I actually got this from the university I attend, and well, I just took a cutting of it at least, and it's not really doing anything. As you can see, it's just this one stem, I guess if you call it that, and the leaf in the middle isn't doing very much, and it's staying like that for, I don't know, 2 years now, but at least it's not dying either, so I guess that's a good sign. Next up we got a Christmas present from 2020. It's a Stephanotis, or I guess it's how you call it, and it doesn't really do anything. I mean, I didn't have it for even a month now, so I can't really tell what it's doing or anything, but I can tell you that the flowers smell so good. I mean, they are quite faint, but they smell so good. It's definitely worth having a look at it and maybe getting it if you see it in a flower shop. So the second to last plant I have here is a bonsai tree, if you want to call it that. My boyfriend got for Christmas, and I don't really know what species that is or anything for that matter about that plant. The only thing I know about it is that it loses leaves already, but that will change because I kept it in the wrong space for like, well, about 3 weeks now from Christmas, but it is still looking quite good, I think, and I will definitely relocate it so it gets a little bit more sunlight, and of course it will get a little bit more water, like any plant I showed you right now. So the last good plant I can show you is that Alocasia Polly, and it's so beautiful. I love the foliage. It's just so pretty. I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea because from the side it looks quite unspectacular because of these long stems, but you can easily hide them with another plant or something in front of it. And it's growing so nicely, and at least here in Germany, or Europe for that matter I guess, it's very cheap, and so if you want to have that, it's really quite worth it looking at it in a flower shop. So for the next part I zoomed in a little bit so you can see what I will show you right now, because I showed you everything I have that's perfectly fine, and now I will show you everything that's so not fine that I have to throw it out. And I will just start with this lucky bamboo right here, and I mean, as you can see, it's it's dead, and we can't do anything about it. So then we have a Medinilla, and as you can see, it's quite crispy and crunchy, and my boyfriend really liked it, but the thing is that I tried it 2 times with those Medinillas, but they just don't thrive in my conditions. I don't know why, but well, I can't do anything about it right now, so this one's it's dripping, okay? There's still water in it, so this one will go in the trash. Then we got this extremely infested generic Phalaenopsis, and as you can see, it's full of mealybugs, and it's just so disgusting. It's quite a special orchid because it gets a cakey white in the center, well, not in the center, but between the leaves, and from this cakey actually grew another cakey, and it looked so strange, but yeah, it's really not worth saving, I guess. Next we have a generic No ID Phalaenopsis, and as you can see, it's quite infested as well, but it has another problem. It's, I don't know if it's dam rot or something, but the leaves are turning yellow from the base, and they are very wobbly, and as you can see, this should not be happening right now. So this plant is just dead, and I can throw it out without any concerns. Next we have a Dendrobium from my sister-in-law. She gifted it to me 2019, I guess, for Christmas. and as you can see, it doesn't look quite good. I mean, it has a new growth here, but it's really not doing very good. It doesn't get new roots, it doesn't well, look all that good in general, and I just cannot save it, so I'll just get rid of it. Sorry. Next up, generic Phalaenopsis number 25, and I don't really have to say anything about that, do I? And the next one, no comment, I guess. Next up we have two keikis of the Dendrobium Akizuki, I guess is the name, and it smells beautifully, but as you can see, it's just not happening with those guys. But well, there's no use in keeping them, so I will get rid of them. Sorry. Then we have a mini Phalaenopsis here, and as you can see, it's stemwort and I can't do anything about it. So, sorry little guy, but you have to go. Blah. Right here we have some kind of succulent. I don't really know what this is or what this was, but as you can see, it doesn't do great. I know that a cat knocked it off the windowsill and it broke in pieces, and well, it never really recovered from that, I guess. Then we have this Calathea here, and I don't know its name, but it's the one that has purple leaves with green spotting, and it doesn't look all that good, I guess. It didn't survive the summer here because, as I said in my last video, it gets very hot in the summer, and we have a room directly under the roof, and so it's like 40 degrees inside, 40 degrees Celsius for that matter, inside, and it's just too much for any plant, and this Calathea really didn't live for it, so sorry, but you gotta go as well. Then we have violet and another violet, and well, I don't really think that I need to say anything about it, right? So here we have an Oncidium Dancing Lady, and I saved it from my former workplace. It only costed 10 cents for me because I worked there, and it had, how do you call it, those little green, and I tried to save it, and I saved it totally, but over the course of the last 4 years it went a little bit like we only have 4 more plants to go, and this one is so heavily infested with mealybugs, and it tried to save itself with a keiki down here, but well, didn't work out that well. Then we have a Zygopetalum right here, and as you can see, it's so sad looking. The pseudobulbs are so mushy, and it's disgusting. But well, I don't really have a hand for Zygopetalums because they just do not thrive in my environment. And I try to keep them as moist as possible, but every time I try to purchase a Zygopetalum or try to grow one, it's just dropping its leaves and doesn't do anything and just dies right away. It doesn't even give me new growths or something, it's just so strange. So I'm so happy that I got another Zygopetalum I showed you earlier. That's looking quite okay, I guess, but we'll see about that because I really doubt that this one will survive, but we will see. So second to last plant I want to show you today is this Kalanchoe. I still don't know how to pronounce it, and well, you might wonder, it doesn't look all that bad. I mean, yeah, the flowers, but no. It's infested with mealybugs, heavily that is, but I will try to save some leaves from it to try to water propagate them, because I really like those flowers, and it would be a shame to let go of a plant completely that has such nice flowers. So I'll just try to save some leaves from it and put them in water to propagate them. But more on that in another video, I guess. So the last plant I have right here is my Dendrobium Polar Fire, and it's just so hard for me to throw it out because this is one of the very first plants I got, and I don't know if I have pictures of it, but I will show them to you if I find some. It's nothing special, you can get this everywhere, but it was a part of my life for the last 5 years now, and it really hurts to throw it out, but I mean, there's worse than throwing out plants, but I you see, it's just that. I can't do anything about it anymore, and yeah. I just hope that I have enough time on my hands now to care properly for all the other plants I still have, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, so that's it for this video, and I divided my plants into sections and I showed you the best and the worst today, and the, well, intermediate plants I will show you in the next video. So you should subscribe to me and ring the bell to get notified when I upload something new. And of course you can leave me a like if you want, I would really appreciate that because it helps my channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye!